You won this contest because you got some pretty pictures and they send you this monster grill. How do you now manifest from that into the rubs and sauces?
Her uncle would have a grill off every Memorial Day weekend. So everybody had their own grill, seasonings. When I got there, the only thing left was a gas grill. I go in and I think I came in second. It was bad. You know what? We got to come back next year. We go back the following year with our special seasoning sauce. We wind up winning the next 2 years in a row, setting us up to be the first team to three-peat. And then the third year, lo and behold, I was frantic and I was like, the sauce is too spicy. And she's like, no, it's nice, don't do it. I went ahead and I just like took all the sauce off and then I wound up getting second place. All the judges was like saying, you would have won. It just had a little bit more spice to it.
Right.
That's when you started listening more. A little bit more.
A little bit.
Right.
So you win almost 3. Had you won, you probably would have just kept cruising. Because you lost, it sparked something in you.
Podcast twins, we're back in the cave, Vince. We've got Caryn and Antonio Riley from Riley's Ribs, and they're like legends on our podcast because you talk about them every cooking episode.
Yeah, we do. But before I get into all that, I got to go ahead and just remind everybody to go ahead and take this opportunity, reach down there, click the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon when you're on YouTube so you can get all the updates when we drop a new episode. And make sure you follow us again on Facebook. We've crossed over 1,000 there. Man, the viewership is growing. We want to thank you guys, but hit all the platforms. Make sure you follow us and subscribe. We appreciate it. And with all that being said, like he mentioned, they are pretty much legends on the show because I think we have mentioned them every single cooking episode because I ain't got no other choice because this is all I use in my kitchen.
We didn't use them in the deep dish pizza episode.
That wasn't my kitchen.
I know it wasn't.
Okay. So as I said, that's all I use in my kitchen because that's all I have. So it's so good to me that I actually have them ship it down from Chicago all the way to Florida. Not when I run out, but as I started to get like 25%, I'm putting in the call like, yo, I need it. So anyway,
I went to Firehouse.
And for the Firehouse. So this a whole different ball game. But hey, I want to take the time to welcome damn near family for me. I've been knowing these people since I was about 13 years old. So this goes way back, man. This is real family for me. So Caryn and Antonio, welcome to the Twin Cave.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
Indeed.
And if you're Vince's family, since we're brothers, we're obviously all family.
Obviously, all locked and loaded.
There you have it.
So listen, these people are first of all, we called them in town. So I thank them especially because they literally just got off a plane. Because we're going away tomorrow. And I was like, look, you guys hit town. We ain't got to put them on Zoom. We can get them in the studio. So I'm like, look, get them right here. Bring them to the Twin Cave. So again, thank you guys for staying awake. I know y'all rather be asleep.
Not a problem.
But we all good. So, hey, listen, I got to let these people know because we do talk about you guys so much. The story, I need to know the story. But before we get to that story, y'all got a story. And then I want to know how that story with you guys came together.
Okay.
And then how it manifests into career, family life, and then business. So, because I got stories I can't tell on this one here, but that's a whole different podcast right there.
See the last Flomo episode.
Yeah. Catch the outtakes. So all I know is that he also came down here. We went to college together as well. So Florida Moore, I didn't even know he was here. When I transferred from Jackson State, I showed up on the campus and I'm like, the hell Antonio doing here? They like, he came here last year. So we like I said, our lives intertwined since the time we was 13. But as he left and went back home, I come back home and they like, yeah, no, man, Tony, he kind of booed up. Like, what you talking about, man? So, he left here. What was it, 94 you left here?
In 93.
In the 93, man, got his little cap gown, threw it in the air, came back. Next time I saw him, he was booed up. Mm-hmm.
That'd be me.
There you go. So give us a little bit. How y'all, give me a quick little synopsis of everything. How you meet? Talk to me.
All right, well, she's the best storyteller of how we met.
All right.
Because
Let's hear it.
She has to replay it all the time. So,
Well,
and it's a good, good story.
so we met. My sister knew Antonio before I knew him because he worked as her assistant. We worked at Aldi's.
Okay.
And she would tell me about, oh, my assistant manager, he's so nice, he's such a nice guy. And so my 22nd birthday, we went out to Cliff Livingston Riviera in Chicago. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I met Antonio there and we became friends.
Mm.
And then he became my boss at Aldi's.
Oh, wow.
And we're the same age. And I'm
Right.
just like, oh my God, this guy just thinks he knows so much.
Right out of
He
college.
just, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were 22 years old. So we became friends, and we didn't date or anything. We worked together, and then we just ended up weird. He always seemed kind of shy, and I like kind of shy guys.
Okay.
Clearly.
And one day he just said something to me that I shall not repeat on the podcast. But
Hey, you know what? I'm the only one holds stuff back here. Everybody else need to put it all on the table.
I think we can say it.
What did he say?
So
If you don't say it now,
Yeah,
I'm
what did
so
he say?
depressed.
Now,
we were closing up the store. I'm doing all the final cash outs for the registers, balancing and everything. And she was getting ready to go out with one of her friends. So she, was changing clothes and everything. So she came back out all dialed up. You know what I'm saying? She had this like leather outfit with these like gold rivets and everything.
oh my God.
okay.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
All of
And
that.
so we're in the break room area, and she has this piece of Kit Kat, and she's getting ready to leave, and the miniature kind,
Yeah, yeah.
Halloween, whatever.
Yeah.
She's eating it, and I was like, man, I like a piece of that Kit Kat. And she's like, this is all I have, and I was like, well, I really wasn't talking about that.
Dude, he's here all week, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to tip your bartenders and waitresses.
She ran out that store so fast,
Yeah.
and I'm like, Tonio,
Yeah.
why'd you have to put your foot in your mouth? I mean, I'm like, I'm about to get fired.
Right. That's what he's thinking now.
She's about to file this harassment suit on me, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, okay. So she left, and I'm like, it's all on my mind. And I'm like, okay, I finished the registers. I go back outside, and I'm getting ready to get in my truck. And somehow she just drives back up around. So I don't know what happened with her and her friend, whatever. And she just came up and she was like, I didn't know what to say. I never looked at you in that way. You're my boss, you're my manager, this, that, and the other. And I was like, well, let me apologize. I shouldn't have said that in that informed manner. And she's like, all right, I forgive you. I was like, so what you got to do?
Right.
Hey, my plans freed up. I was like, hey, well, Chicago lakefront is always the perfect scene.
Always.
So, hey, we can get a cooler,
Yeah.
go down by the lakefront,
Right.
and enjoy the summer night.
Boom.
That's what we
Fortune favors the bold, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen.
If you're a young man out there, you don't ask, you don't get.
That's it.
That's right. Close mouths don't get fed.
The answer's always no.
And here we are 27 years later.
Wow.
Yeah.
What she
That's
really
cool.
meant to say when she pulled back up was that Snickers really satisfied. That's what she meant to say, but she kept it cool. Anyway, she won that game already. So I kind of got a little tidbit of the story, but now I got the whole story.
There's
so.
one more question along with that. How long were you guys attracted to each other that you'll admit that this was building up? Because it didn't just happen one
Right.
day.
That
There
Kit
was
Kat didn't just show up.
Amen.
Right.
So go ahead.
Because for me,
we're gonna let Antonio answer
there was
first.
Always an attraction there, but at the time we were both involved in other relationships at the time. So you still wanted to keep it professional at work as well. So we never wanted to cross that line. And so one day, like I said, it was my opportunity that day, and I spoke up and.
There it is.
Well, we know, Caryn, that you gave him the BS. I don't think of you that way, but
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
the
yeah.
real truth?
What's the real
What's
truth?
the real truth?
You know what? He just was always so polite and so smart. I liked him because I thought he was just really smart and just so young and just had well put together.
You should run for office
Yeah.
with that answer.
Yeah.
That is such a politician
Don't worry about
answer.
it. We gonna
Oh my
A lot of people in
goodness.
Chicago,
we
'cause
gonna
I'm not
spike
from
we gonna
Chicago.
spike that little drink there, get her going a little bit. 'cause
Where's that Casa
Yeah, right. We need
going
to
ass
put a
over
little something in
here?
that cup. Man. She playing real nice right now. But it's okay.
We'll get her.
Fellas,
We'll get her.
The bottom line to all of that is he who hesitates shall masturbate alone. So make sure you take your opportunities when they present themselves. So don't miss out on this type of situation. All right. So now 27 years, all this other stuff, y'all had kids and all this other wonderfulness. Because again, I'm still down here. I'm hearing all this stuff as this manifesting. And I'm like, oh man, this is real. They about to make something happen up here. And then, of course, I hear they get married and move on into life. Jump into different careers because y'all didn't stay at Aldi's.
Right.
You know, because you guys would have actually been nepotism and that would not have been cool. So now you guys jump into different careers. You go directly into...
Yes, I work at UIC Medical Center and I'm still there now.
Still there.
Yeah.
So then she did that and then he jumps over and crosses way over into...
government service.
Government service.
Currently in law enforcement for the federal government and 4 different agencies I've been through in 3 more years and we can get the hang of it.
3 more years. So this is what I'm saying. So you got now 2 people that have moved into true professions and had things rocking and rolling and going so well. And then again, I'm still down here 1,400 miles away. And then I see something on Facebook that's talking about vote for Antonio, or he got something going for trying to win a grill. Remember that type of deal?
Yes.
He was enrolling in some contests about and the it was a grill and them helping you set up. Tell us what happened at the very first time because I kind of remember, but it's been a while ago.
Yeah, so that was the company was called Moss Grills. They were built out of St. Louis, and there was a double grill contest. And the contest was basically like submit your best grilling pictures for different dishes and stuff. So, you know, I thought I could do a little bit of something. Then my pictures from the some of my stuff that I've cooked and everything wound up winning, and I won this custom double barrel grill. And then from there, it was like, oh, so we started doing a little cooking here and there, and then it just started growing.
Yeah, it wasn't no little grill. Don't let them call it a little grill. That was a monster grill that came to the house there, man. When I finally did get there and see it, I'm like, damn.
Right.
Yeah.
That was predating the seasonings and sauces. This was
This was just
doing cooking in the backyard.
Right.
You know, none of this had come about yet.
So now you won this contest because you got some pretty pictures, and they send you this monster grill. And how do you now manifest from that into rolling into the rubs and sauces? I mean, because and I'll tell you why I asked that question. Go.
So Caryn is from Cincinnati. That's her original hometown, of course, Chicago. So her family, her uncle, the ex-pro football player, would have a grill off every Memorial Day weekend. So we're there one weekend. He's got celebrities there, pro athletes, all these stars and stuff. It was like, hey, you know, I grill a little bit. I should get in it, right?
Right.
Caryn was like, okay, let's get it. So everybody had their own grill and everything. Everybody was making their own seasonings, their sauces and everything. So when I got there, the only thing left was a gas grill. And I was like, I don't care what grill I got. I'm going to still put them down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I go in and I do what I do. And I think I came in, if not last.
You came in last.
Second last. It was bad.
It was bad.
It was
bad. Okay. All right.
My uncles they will just tear you to pieces.
Okay.
They will tear
comedians. I mean, Gary On. Everybody knows Gary On.
Gary On, yeah.
Gary On was always the comic relief there.
Okay.
They're really good friends.
Another Cincinnati boy.
Yep. And so we was like, you know what? We got to come back next year. So we like, all right, what we're going to do is we went home, we got in the kitchen, our lab, and started playing with different seasonings. It was like what we like to season our ribs with. And then it was like, okay, let's create a sauce. So we had this little blue jug that was from UIC where she worked.
Right.
Make some sauce. And then
UIC was the original sponsor. They just didn't know that yet. Yeah.
And we would keep the sauce in the refrigerator. We just write Riley's on it. All right. So we go back the following year with our special seasoning sauce. We wind up winning the next 2 years in a row.
Okay. This is Vince Bell from the Podcast Twins. You know, markets go up and down all the time, but you know what never loses its value? Gold and silver. But that's why we trust Miles Franklin. If you just call 952-929-7006 or email them at info@milesfranklin.com, just tell them you with the podcast twins and that we sent you. Believe me when I tell you we're going to help you protect your wealth with Miles Franklin. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Setting us up to be the first team to three-peat.
Okay.
In the third year. And lo and behold, I was frantic and everything. And I was like, the sauce, everything is too spicy. And she's like, no, it's nice. Don't do it.
Because
So
I know.
I went ahead and I just like took the ribs and I just took all the sauce off the seasoning and did it all over.
Yeah.
And then I wound up getting second place. And they said, all the judges was like saying, you would have won if it just had a little bit more spice to it.
Right. You took the bite away.
And it was from what she had told me. Now,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we didn't.
That's when you started listening more.
Yes.
A little bit more.
A little bit.
All right.
You know.
Hey, a wife that admits that her husband listens at all is like a feat, right?
Yeah.
No comment on that one.
Smart answer.
Yeah. No
Smart
comment.
answer by
I'm
Vince.
gonna shut the hell up on that one.
You're smarter
But-
than you look sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I do it once a month, at least. So, but no, that's cool. So, I mean, so you win almost 3.
Yes. Almost.
Took
3.
that third one, so that had you won, you probably would have just kept cruising on that arena, but probably losing.
I probably would have retired from that.
That's what I'm saying. So because you lost,
You got to go out on top.
it sounded like it sparked something in you.
It did. It was, everybody really loved the way we originally had the seasonings and the sauces, because the seasoning is so good, you really don't even need the sauce.
Right.
And the seasoning is all of our products are low in sodium.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more flavorful, not just salt.
Right.
So just bringing him back there and him beating my uncles was just
Oh, yeah.
because they you brought your Chicago husband here and
That's
we
right.
killed him.
That's
But
right.
when he came back and put the slap down 2 years in a row,
Back to back.
it was wonderful.
After last place the year before, which is pretty cool.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
It's great to get your
Yes.
butt kicked like Rocky and then come back and win.
Absolutely.
Worst to first, baby.
Absolutely.
That actually sound like the Heat when LeBron brought his talents down here.
Mhm.
Went down there, lost, came in back to back,
Mhm.
and then took second and third year and was like, I'm out. I'm going back
I
home.
thought you said we don't talk about Diddy parties on this show.
Hey,
What's the matter with you?
listen, it's the good old spit and stick technique when she's
I didn't
dealing
say
with
it.
that kind of arena. But either way,
Adrian might edit me out of this show.
so
Whatever. That's fine.
I love the product. So they came down for homecoming one year, just on the humble. And it was early packaging years. I mean, like it was literally early packaging. So I got this thing and it was like the label would almost be trying to come off of it. It was so, but I put it on some stuff because, I as you guys know, I like to spend some time in the yard and grill up some things. But it was the lower sodium content that I loved, and the fact that the sauce did not make my teeth feel like they was getting ready to fall out of my head like one of the other more famous sauces that was out there. So I started pushing that real hard, and being a fireman, I started bringing it in the Firehouse, and from there, it just took off. I'm like, well, I don't have to be your own personal Riley's order some bitches. Y'all can order yourself. Here's the website and all that. But turns out I am the private order person. But regardless, but it has really taken off like that because I literally just made those rack of ribs the other day. I showed you guys zero sauce. Zero sauce. That was all rub. All rub combo, didn't put a drop of sauce on there, and served them up dry. And I'm telling you, man, those things were amazing. And they just smoked up beautifully. And but when
Beautiful color.
when that color comes out of it, it looks like it has sauce on it. I said I didn't even put any sauce on that one. So to me, it's been great to have it because I can feel like I can use it liberally and feel healthy about using it. So that's always been my thing. And I wanted to say it was and on the sauce, it was like a mango sweetener as opposed to just some general stuff like that. And being down here for all these years, I love mangoes. So I'm always gonna have some mango. So but using that as a sweetener for me was a genius idea. It was more natural. And like I said, it ain't like the other ones that make you feel like if you have more than a drop, your whole teeth are gonna rot out your head and
That's
fall
how
out.
dentists make their money.
Oh my God, yeah. That's why they give you a candy when you leave out of the office. What kind of shit is that?
How are they going to sell you more Ozempic and Manjaro?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Right.
How can we
Yeah.
sell you more trizepatide if we don't
Exactly.
fill you
Yeah,
full
well,
of sugar
okay,
first?
there we go. Now you go. And I thought we wasn't going there.
It wasn't me. I told you I'm not even here today.
Okay, so you felt like you was
It's
here,
a
man.
figment of your imagination, bro.
So, all right. So now we get sauce winning contest. How do you transition that into a business? What even made y'all think with 2 whole careers going? How in the world did y'all even think about going into
We were
a business?
in Florida. We
Yeah.
actually were in Florida
It was
when we
it
made
was,
the decision to go
2013, I
back.
believe.
Yep. We said we were in Florida vacationing, and we kept getting my family in Cincinnati asking us to send them bottles of sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony said, "You know what? Let's order a case, and let's just bottle them up, and let's see where this goes." And that's how we started.
A case of empty bottles, you mean?
Yep.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
ordered the empty bottles.
You got some funnels, you put it in there.
We were
capped
cooking
them
it right
up.
in our kitchen.
Cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah.
We're cooking in our kitchen. We
Stirring it
started
up.
off, yeah.
And this was at a time, I've been with the government going on 28 years.
Yeah.
And this was another time where there was a government shutdown during this time, I guess.
Yeah.
And of course, I used to work anywhere from 60 to 70 hours a week at the time. This was a really big time. So with the government shutdown, of course, it restricted us to only working 40 hours a week. So it's like, I got all this time on my hands.
Right.
I was like, well, we can get in the kitchen and start making up a few batches. So we started making up a few batches, friends and family. And next, people like, hey, you should put it on Facebook. Put a couple on Facebook. So 2.5 years later, and about 8,000 bottles that we made out our kitchen, we wind up getting a co-packer to manufacture it for us. And that's how we started getting it mass produced. And then we used to make the one all-purpose seasoning. The barbecue seasoning was first, of course, from the barbecue competition.
Right.
It's like, wait, we don't want everything to be about barbecue. So we came up with the all-purpose seasoning. And we called it original.
Right.
At the beginning.
Okay.
So we had that one. So we had those 2 seasonings. And then from there, we just started spreading it out and got a co-packer for our seasonings as well. And now we're at 8 seasonings later, and we just kept moving on. And we have our 3rd sauce as well, as far as the jerk sauce. And then we started getting into retail.
Very popular down here, by the way.
Roscoe is our biggest store retailer in Chicago.
So for y'all down here, Jewel is like Publix.
Yes.
All right. So for those in the South. So, okay.
Developed a website. We started doing, and we was like, what better way for people to taste our product by cooking?
Cook with
so
it.
we started doing part-time catering, and then it got.
They still got 2 whole careers.
and when we say catering, we don't have people that do it. It's actually us.
Yeah.
So most times we're working 7 days a week nonstop, and people's like, how do you guys work? You do your business and you travel so much as well. So of course we ain't doing we always turn stuff down when we're traveling.
Right.
However, if we're not traveling, our weekends are still full of barbecue sauces, deliveries, seasonings, catering, and I'm talking
We
about.
partner with other restaurants, so we have gallons. So a lot of restaurants use our seasoning and our sauces. So we partner and drop those off. It's just me and him doing that.
I know. I've seen it. I'm looking at. They taking pictures like this, showing the middle of the car just loaded up with food and crap like that. And I'm like,
How do you not have how do we not have a franchise of this here in South Florida already?
I am their franchise down here.
We could be cooking every weekend,
I
Vince.
am their franchise down here. I'm trying to tell you, man. I've been since the beginning. So when they would come down, I'd have them bring it down. They drove one year. I was like, man, load up all that shit. I need it all. And then every time they would fly, they'd stick me some bags
about
in there.
100 cases with us one time.
Yeah, they came down here and went crazy. So now it's so much. I just have them. I buy the big box and just have them stuff it. And they ship it down to me. So yeah, I've been having it. I don't think I've used anything else barbecue wise or even general seasoning in over a decade for sure.
When you went with the co-packer, as you had grown to that level and you didn't want to cook it in your kitchen anymore, how did the recipe have to change to mass produce it?
Good question.
So it does change drastically because you are cooking, or our original recipe were just items out of our kitchen.
Okay.
So if we were to take those same items and try to mass produce it, the cost would be very, very high. So what a co-packer basically would do, so we would start our base off from ketchup, right? A co-packer wouldn't even use ketchup. They're going to use tomato paste and water. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to use everything down to the rawest ingredients and then build it from there. And that's how you get a product to be mass produced at a lower cost than it would cost your kitchen. So we went back to various iterations of the samples. You will come back and all right, it's got too much smoke, not enough sweetness, not enough this, that, and other. And by the time we've done maybe about 3 or 4 samples, we're like, okay, we're like, is it 100%, 99%? We're just about right there. So that's basically what we went with, and then that's basically how anybody would basically do it.
Okay. So the sauces are 98, 99%. Did you have to tweak the rubs as well when you went into
the
mass
rubs were
production?
more so a lot easier because you're working with just dry ingredients. The only thing that's going to make them cheaper is them buying it in bulk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
it's not you going to Restaurant Depot or Jewel or whatever.
That's what I used to. I would go buy the big jugs of at Restaurant Depot, do my measurements, and now you got a company that does that, but then
now Restaurant Depot is going to go downhill because I think Cisco just bought them, and when big companies get involved, that's it.
That sucks.
Yeah, and then
I like Restaurant Depot.
I do too.
It's crazy. I used to work for Restaurant Depot.
Oh yeah,
Sure did.
I did as well.
Yeah.
Yep. And it was doing the transfer of one of my agencies, and it was during the time, and I was like, let me get back into retail because my first job right out of college was Aldi Foods.
Right.
So I had that retail background, and then I was transferring between agencies. There was a little time in between, so I went to Restaurant Depot, became the perishable manager, the one in Alsop, and went back into Federal.
Well, I mean, it's bad news for Restaurant Depot anyway, because I found somebody to split a cow with me and Vince. So in about a month or two,
happening.
We're getting a cow.
Yeah.
So we won't need the grocery store no more.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No, we want the whole cow, kid caboodle.
We're gonna have to get cases of Riley's rubs and sauce.
Come on, they'll be ready.
You got deep freezers?
I do.
You
Yeah.
got a stand-up freezer?
I got a shorter one, but now I think I'm gonna have to get 2 to make it just to accommodate that. But hey, that's a good problem to have. I'll figure that out when I got all that meat on my hands. So I'll figure all that out right there. Pause. I didn't say in my hands. I said on my hands. Dig.
Your bartender's English.
Yeah, all that meat. Anyway, no, that's good stuff though. But I tell you what, I do. I appreciate that because obviously y'all know I'm a brand loyalist when it's my friends. So, but if the shit wasn't good, I would have been like, oh, that's cute, and I'd have used a little bit and kept moving. But it is actually very good. And my mother-in-law, who's a Haitian lady and who cooks literally every single solitary day, when I'm running short, she's looking at me like, when is it coming in? And I'm like, hey, at least write it on the wall so I know I need to place an order or something. But I tell you what, I just learned how to really rock, and it took me a minute, is to really rock with the lemon pepper. It took me a minute. It took me a hot minute to get them wings right, because he knows when we go get wings, that's one of my favorite things to do is to get lemon pepper. I like to try it out. But I think I finally got it.
So
it took me a minute.
The lemon pepper for us came about. A lot of restaurants were using it as an after seasoning for their fried fish and chicken.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? When you taste it, for me, the leading manufacturer doesn't taste even like lemon at all. It's all salt. It's salt.
Right. It's the salt.
But they call it lemon pepper. And I was like, I would like a version of this, but I want mine to be lemon.
Yeah.
I want the lemon forward.
Yeah.
So that's what we wind up doing. And then we developed it. And it is half the sodium of what the major competitor puts out there, their brand. And it has more lemon flavor.
No, it is a true. And I think that's what took me a minute, was to figure out, because it wasn't tasting like what I was used to tasting.
Yeah.
Right.
And so now I did lemon pepper into shrimp.
Oh, yeah.
just slapped all over the place.
So you don't necessarily need to use it as an after seasoning.
No, I used it
as your main seasoning.
The main seasoning, because I mixed it within that because I use very light batter.
So we've been having trouble with a lot of the restaurants in Chicago picking it up because they're used to
salt heavy.
Yeah.
Lemon pepper. Now you're calling it lemon pepper, but where is the lemon?
Right.
There's no lemon in it. It's extract. It's salt.
It's just salty.
Yeah. More sodium added to it, and that's not good for us.
It's not at all.
So,
Well, again, that's a different episode because sodium can be good for you. Sodium is good for you. It's just
you need it.
You need it, but you just can't have it in conjunction with all of the other carbs and stuff like that. Then it becomes a bad thing. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. We're not going to get into that right here, right now.
We already told them.
Yeah, we already told them.
We already told them
747 times in the last month or so. But either way, but I'm just, I didn't report back that I finally figured it out.
Okay.
And I finally figured it out. I've done it on fish. I've done it on I did it on
You did it
sway.
on fish at my house? Oh no,
I didn't use the lemon pepper there. I did the original. I did the fish, shrimp, and I finally got wings. Because it was tough for me to get it, and I air fried them, and it came out great. So, but yeah, other than that, man, everything else it's just easy peasy. You put it on, and I just like the fact of not using a whole lot of sauce. And I was a sauce guy, but then you realize that you needed the sauce because either the rubs or the seasoning wasn't no good. So you had to drown it in sauce. So every piece of meat you ate tasted like whatever brand of sauce it was you had. But now they got multiple varieties of sauces. They ain't just variety of rubs. You got three sauces. Three sauces.
Yeah.
And so and it's good because I got my little squeeze bottles and mine say what it is on top because I'm a Riley's professional. I told you I think I'm their Southern rep.
I was gonna say if you're not, they should be paying you already. Yeah,
right.
I mean, like if the check's not clearing,
it's not clear.
You guys are messing up. Just saying.
But
I think we both actually dared these guys to sponsor us when we were talking about it. So that's another conversation for off camera. Maybe we'll record that too.
Yeah. Check the outtakes.
Yes.
Nah, but that's great. So what's next for Riley's? What's next? What do we think?
Before we go to next, I got another question. So I'm not gonna ask you what's in it. I'm sure the ingredients are on the package, and I'm guessing it's all the usual suspects: cumin and chili powder and cayenne pepper and all salt and pepper and all those good things. So we already know what's in it, which is cool. I made my own rub on the pulled pork episode, so I'm no slouch. I don't know if I could compete.
And you made your own sauce.
I did make my own. My sauce is spicy though. You gotta like spicy to like my sauce. So I stole my sauce, borrowed my sauce recipe because he gave me the recipe from my buddy Dave, and I was like, man, I like this sauce so much, but it's just not hot enough. So I have it's called Dave's Whole Lot of Love. He doesn't sell it or anything, but he wrote he wrote with a Post-it note, Dave's Whole Lot of Love sauce. Okay. So now mine is Dave's Whole Lot of Love sauce plus Drew's kick, basically. And Vince liked it, so that was he passed the test.
I'm a punk when it comes to heat. So I
like heat.
Okay, so you would like my sauce. Antonio, maybe not so much.
Yeah. Nah, I love
but
it.
Let me ask you this question. For someone who's an entrepreneur going into something like this, I'm confident that along the way you kicked a lot of rocks and ran into a lot of speed bumps and had a lot of issues and challenges and made some mistakes. What would be something you would do over a different way? Do something more efficiently, change the way you negotiated through this. What would you have changed if you could go back and be like, okay, 12 years ago, I wish we did this instead?
The only thing I would say that I wish I would have done differently is not much. Maybe just done it sooner.
Okay.
Just thinking, wishing it was something that came upon us a little earlier, but sometimes your life is say life. Life is life.
Be lifing.
And when something comes upon you, I guess it's when you are ready to receive it. So I'm not going to say there's a lot of things I would change. The one thing I will say is that we've had the luxury to have careers while we're doing this at the same time, and it has not had to be our.
That ain't no damn luxury, man. That's insanity. Y'all work 2 full-time careers and you got a full-time business. That's insane.
I'm calling timeout on you,
Okay,
brother.
all right.
Vince.
Woosah.
Listen, dude, hold on, no.
Woosah.
This guy is a ranger at golf courses. He's a full-time retired bullshit fire. Not that he's not firefighting is bullshit, but his retirement where he's not really retired is totally bullshit. And he's got me calling him every day to see like, hey, I got another guest, I got another idea, and I'm calling. I don't know if he's getting sick of me yet, but I call Vince four or 5 times a day some days.
That's average.
And then like he's getting texts at 4:30 in the morning from me, and he's answering. So and plus, you know, he's got the GPIPs that he's helping out with. He's taking care of his daughter's health. You know, he's got a wife. He's got his mother-in-law. Like, who are you talking to, man? What are you talking about? Go ahead, he can roast me now. He'll tell me now.
The machine.
Yeah, well, they've known. No.
I'm just saying, like you were literally in a glass house throwing stones.
Well, yeah, but
tell him,
you know, I developed that habit because I was after I got released the first time. You know, after I did my 10 years, 1 day and 4 hours, I got my pardon. And once I got pardoned, I just did not say no to anything. So that machine kicked in, and you know, I was training people, I was MCing, I was still a fireman, I was coaching every sports teams, and my kid was I just learned how to operate with no sleep.
And then he decides after knowing me for 48 minutes that we should have a podcast together because he didn't have enough stuff to do.
Yeah. So listen, I get it, but you know, that's me. I don't want to put that on other folks. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So, but you guys have done it.
Have you brought any?
How do you have the time to do all of this? And I think it's just we balance. We always have balance within our lives, with our work, with Riley's Ribs, and our favorite pastime,
vacationing. Listen,
you know, so
I can't keep up. I try.
Balance.
I try. Y'all, those of us who know us personally, we together a lot.
Yeah.
But man, I'm literally like 40%. They are kicking my ass. They stay on the road. I mean, but again, that's a good thing because when you work hard, you play hard. So that's what it is. And I personally think that the key to what you guys are doing is because you're working hard, but you're right there side by side. So that proves that you actually like each other, you know, because ain't no way you can spend that much time with somebody that you don't like. Because, you know, most couples, right, they away 8, 10, 12 hours a day. And then when they come home, they're buried with the kids. And by the time they realize it's time to go to bed, they 30 years later realize when the kids are gone that I don't like you. So y'all working together side by side. So that absolutely has to say you like each other. You figured out how to work together. And so that becomes your quality time. So that's when you're doing things together, that's putting it together. And it don't hurt now that the business is actually turning over a little something extra to show you those fruits from all that labor.
So I got one more.
It's a beautiful thing.
I still want to answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please.
Go ahead,
yes, please answer.
So like I was saying, by us having the luxury of having full-time careers, we were able to take it a little slower with the business. Not saying that so we needed the business to fund our lives.
Right.
So we were moved very slow in our progression. So in that case, in that sense, we didn't make a lot of big mistakes. Big mistakes become big money, this, that, and the other. So for us, it was more so of a slower progression. Like, okay, we're building, but we're still using our career. So if someone has that time or has that luxury to have a full-time job and still building the business, I would always say just take it slow. Just
you don't want to jump in and do too
as long
much.
as you have an engaging audience, customers, people patronize. You know, it's gonna build on its own. Let it do its own thing, and
that's a good.
Before you know it,
that's a good answer.
And for us, like we're still the babies in my eyes compared to a lot of other businesses that may want to try to blow up overnight and this, that, and the other. But so by retirement, a couple more years, we plan to have a little bit more mass distribution, hopefully down this way as well. But that's definitely something we'll be working on in the next couple of years as well.
All right. All right. And did you guys, when you were doing the friends and family thing, did you do the farmers market circuit and all that stuff too?
Yes, we
How'd
did,
that go?
in Homewood, we did the
Why
farmers
is he laughing,
market.
Karen? Give us the real story.
We did the farmers market. We
Yeah.
did the farmers market. We would do like different venues
Okay.
in Chicago. We remember when we first started, we got on the were we semifinalists for Windy City Live?
Windy City Live people.
Oh yeah,
My
yeah.
gosh.
So in the
Yeah.
entire Midwest, we were in the top 6 for the best
See.
new products.
And,
And I'm
our
just upset
products
because
were
they was
so
on Windy
new.
City Live with my Chicago crush, and they did not put me down at that time. Listen, man, look. I know you're married now, but it should have been us. Just saying, way back then. Oh my God, Val, man, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so we did farmers markets, we did pop-ups, we do vendoring all over and stuff, and we'd do them on on the weekends when we didn't work, and then we got to the point where one of us would go do the farmer market while the other would finish catering.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then we'll try to get some more family members. Hey, can y'all do this while we're doing this? Because we're starting to take on a lot more and more and more. And then at one point, we was like, okay, we have to stop. And then we used to do pop-up dinners. We had partnered with local like bars, other places, other businesses. And then people would just come and they would patronize their business as well at the same time while picking up their dinners that they ordered for us as well.
Okay.
We did that quite a bit. And people used to always like, man, bring those back.
And it was always just our form of marketing to get our products.
Word of
Not
mouth.
that we wanted to
we never
have
set
a
out
restaurant or anything, but just to get the products because we believe in our products.
Yeah.
We use our products. We feel that they are the best products because they are.
I agree.
Because they are. So that and then our friends and families and other business owners that we work with, it just fueled us. It just fueled us to just keep going. And we won we were with the Chicago Bears. You forget now. You gotta pop your collar some more, baby.
Yeah. We were selected as the first Chicago Bears runs this every year. It's called the Small Business All Pros. So what they do is they pick 4 businesses to promote throughout the Bears seasoning.
Seasoning. All right. I like that.
So
we know where his head's at. He's making the next run.
We were selected as one of those All Pros, but we were the first product based. Everybody else was always all restaurants. We were the first product based. So we did tailgates for them. We went on, of course, WGN, Fox Chicago, showing different recipes on how to make your tailgates better using Riley's, of course. That was really big. And we got a special media kit. We got a commercial the deal. We were sponsored by Visa.
Okay.
A pretty big deal.
Well,
pretty big
I mean, these guys also have received several awards over the last few years too. You want to give them a little insight on those?
Wrote that stuff down.
Yeah. they just put it like this. It felt like probably twice a year y'all was getting stuff for a minute. It felt like, I mean, look, every time I look up, there they go. They dressed up again. They got another award.
You got to let us make you a custom scroll with them all on there, and you could break the scroll out.
Let's do that.
Like a true badass.
As you see, this is where you get stuff like that.
The just came about just from us just being seen,
right?
What we do, doing stuff in the public.
I know it was a small business award thing that I recently, right? One of the latter ones. Yeah. It was that was pretty cool because I knew some other people that was there when because again, like I've been down here 34 years, so I only I'm still from Chicago on Facebook. Yep. So I kind of watch it all.
Partnership with Jack Daniels.
With JD, yeah. Oh man, that was always fun.
Yep.
Yeah. See.
Yep. We're trying to do something more so recently with Uncle Nearest, but we'll see how that.
Yeah, we're still working through that. She gonna get that together. We're gonna get all these paperworks together. And
so if you see one of our sauces with Uncle Nearest or Jack Daniels, Riley's collaboration.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Congratulations.
That's huge.
That's amazing.
That's huge.
That's really cool.
No, man, listen, this is good from a guy that, almost got me shot when we was like 15 years old. Cause
allegedly.
No, ain't no allegedly. This man here, man, I'm like, bro, we're in the city of Chicago. and we trying to go to. Those from Chicago know back then in the late '80s, we hung out at Evergreen Plaza on Saturday. You know, so. Mr. Antonio got Daddy's Chevy Blazer, which was the hottest whip in town back then. You know, because Michael Jordan did the commercial. He did the commercial for the Blazer. So we in the Blazer, and we going down Western Ave, headed towards the thing, and you know, some cops put the berries on, and so he's here, my cousin's here, and I'm sitting right behind him in the back. I'm already like, okay, I'm getting shook down enough because I drove a pink Cadillac Seville, so I got pulled over enough. I know the rules. And so as he's rolling up, he got the radio blasting. I'm like, hey, man, turn that down. Turn that down. He like, what? Gave him his license, registration, whatever. And he didn't even let the man halfway turn, walk away. He cranked. I'm like, we about to get shot. This is Chicago. We about to get shot.
When they pulled up, they did have their guns drawn.
Yeah, okay, I thought that was protocol. Yeah, I'm like, oh, Lord, we ain't even gonna make it to the plaza. We did. We got there. I was nervous like a hooker in church, though. I'm here to tell you. I was in the back, boy, shaking in my boots.
Turned out it was another Blazer just a few blocks away that they were looking for. They had the wrong young law-abiding college guys.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm in the
guy's
backseat.
not getting
We
caught
wasn't even
is
in
what I
college
think.
yet.
Yeah, right?
That's all we were.
No, we weren't
You
in
said
college
he was
yet.
15. You were 15.
No, I was 16. No, we were 17.
Oh.
He was like, so we were born the same year. So
No, we wouldn't have been by ourselves at 15.
No, I was mistaken, but like 17, we was in high school.
Yeah.
Y'all hadn't graduated yet.
Okay.
Y'all hadn't graduated yet, so we're both 71 babies. He's in the July, I'm in December, so I graduated the year after. But yeah, man, I was sitting in the back seat. I was like, he about to get me shot on Western Avenue.
40-some years ago.
Yeah, that was scary. It was a long time ago.
What were you gonna get shot for? Having too much barbecue sauce in the car? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
That was before sauce.
You know, DWB, you know, it happens all the time in the city, you know what I'm saying? So, so you know, we had that going on. But when my man cranked that thing back up, I thought for sure he was going to turn around, and he didn't know. He went on and ran the place. I was in the back. Soon as the guy got out the way, I'm starting, man, cut the damn radio down. I'm nervous, man. We're in the back. You know, police was just not kind to us during those years. But anyway, things could have been drastically different. But
and then you became a firefighter and a police officer with every initial.
Ain't that
it
something?
sounds like he's probably CIA and he don't say nothing
listen,
about
man.
it. I don't even know.
You know,
he's a spook. We got a spook, a real life spook on the podcast.
Too many three-letter agencies.
Yeah. Way too many letter agencies, man. But hey, listen.
I'm surprised he'll come on our show.
Hey, man, listen. That's because he haven't seen all of them. See, if he watch the rest, he's like, I can't come on there.
All right, good.
You know, no, man, but that's real.
That's
good.
why we have categories.
Right. Slide this one over there, man. But look, I tell you, this was good for me, very special for me, because like I said, this is family. And the fact that they did sacrifice coming straight from the airport, grabbed a bite to eat and came straight here. I really appreciate that. I told Drew, did y'all even eat?
Juicy patty. And
I had some brown stew chicken.
Ooh.
So good.
We went straight to the Caribbean.
Vince said, rearrange your schedule. They're coming on Thursday.
Yeah, so I told him.
That was his exact
He was like, I'm busy. I'm like, not this Thursday. I said, I need you Thursday. So anyway, man, I appreciate that, because tomorrow we're going to go away and have some fun together and go do what we do on the regular. So those of us that have us on our regular socials, you shall see a little bit of something as we out there
exactly
enjoying ourselves. So, you know, Drew.
That's a beautiful thing. No, this has been great, guys. It's so great having you. You know, next time you're in town, I want to challenge you.
All right.
Me and Vince are going to cook with y'all, and we're going to get my daughter and some other professional taste testers, and we're going to blow that episode out.
You know your daughter is, you know, she's not loyal to you just because she's your daughter.
She is not.
You know what I'm saying? So
She is
not when it comes to food.
she's a straight shooter.
But she did give my filet a 10.
She
My
did.
filet got a 10.
Yeah, but my pork bellies and
The pork belly was special.
The pork belly,
that was one of the best
killer.
appetizers I've ever
And
had.
she loved my tomahawk.
The tomahawk was excellent.
So I did get two.
Her eyes
got
bugged
two
out of her
wins.
head when she tried the tomahawk ribeye.
so-
Have you guys ever did a whole pig?
I have actually. I went. So I'm in Indian Princesses with my daughter. We go camping twice a year. It's all dads and daughters. And the first camping trip I went on, this guy Mike, he's like, "Oh, I think it was a second trip, but he brings the box, the cojina, la cojina,
La Cojina.
la cojina." La Cachina.
Yes.
And he's like, I need and it was my first,
got one
this is my first camping trip. I knew one guy out of 25 and one of the daughters that was friends with my daughter. That's it. And I was like, hell yeah, I don't want to wash dishes or dig trenches or build the water slide. I can cook. Let's go, Mike. So the first day we're there, we got there Thursday night, all day Friday. We took turns babysitting this thing.
Yes, sir.
So we're drinking, we're smoking cigars, we're having a good, he would go play with his daughter in the lake for a while. He'd come back, I'd go, and we literally just and then we had to like flip it over and all that. And I'll tell you what, man, oh my goodness, it was so good.
We got so many videos of us doing
Did you guys?
She's always
He did
the
one
first
for
one.
a wedding one time.
Yeah.
So my daughter's favorite show on TV for like 2 straight years. I could recite every episode. Wow. It was called American Barbecue Showdown or something that.
Yeah.
That was her. She was like, I want to watch it again. So we would watch the entire season over like 2 weeks, and then we watch it again. Oh yeah. So would you go on something like that?
I would, especially as I'm getting close to retirement.
Yeah. Retirement changes things.
It's like sometimes I wouldn't want to do certain things, this and that, and I was like, I just don't have the time for it. And as I'm getting closer and closer, it's like, I just need to make.
Listen, we're gonna have our.
It's not so much about the job anymore.
We're gonna have our first ever application to go on Barbecue Showdown video style right now.
Right.
Because this is Antonio and Caryn Riley, and you need them on your show.
You need them on your show. You want them on your show. You need them on your show.
Let's go. We're ready.
Guys, have a wonderful trip together. I'll be here working my butt off because I'll be at the Directors Club retreat the whole time you're gone. Yeah. But it's gonna be fun too. So
it is.
Yeah, we got like 350 directors of racket sports around the country coming down here to Boca, just north of here, and we do a big presentation there. So it'll be a fun 5 days, but you guys are gonna have probably a little bit more fun.
Allegedly.
And on that very note, from the Twin Cave at Winners Award Group, we want to thank our guests. Thank you, Vince, my big brother, as always. And Podcast Twins are out.
Peace.
Peace.